So histology of the female reproductive system, the slide of the ovary. Okay. We see in that slide, just below the capsule we see some primordial follicles, and then there are some primary follicles, and then we see a classical Graafian follicle. So then the examiner, when he comes to conduct your viva, will ask you what is primordial follicle, what is primary follicle, what is secondary follicle, and what is Graafian follicle. So primordial follicle means it is lined by squamous epithelium. Lined by squamous epithelium. Then is primary follicle. Primary follicle is lined by I am drawing it little grossly, but it is lined by the columnar epithelium. So this again is called as the primary follicle, which is unilaminar. Then there is primary follicle which is multilaminar. So in the multilaminar primary follicle, there will be multiple layer of cells. Okay. When the cavity appears in this, now the cavity appears in this, it is called as secondary follicle. And then last is the Graafian follicle. So they will ask you to draw, actually the viva in the examiner's slide, what is primordial squamous, then primary is unilaminar, multilaminar, secondary means a cavity appears, and a Graafian means classically the secondary oocyte is shifted to one end, and then you should be knowing all this, cumulus, oophorus, discus, stick safe. Okay. So that's about the ovary, and then there will be the next stage somewhere here. Where you will not see the secondary oocyte. What is that? Corpus luteum. Corpus luteum. Where there will be only cells. Okay, with yellowish appearance. Luteal cells. Corpus luteum. So all these stages you should be able to tell in case of the slide of the ovary. The next slide, very easy, of the uterine tubes, where actually you see the lumen is almost kind of going inside the tube. Again, what kind of epithelium you see here? So this is called as a highly folded mucosa, which is lined by simple columnar and ciliated cells. Okay, there are ciliated cells, simple columnar and ciliated cells. In which direction the cilia are beating? Yeah, towards the uterus. So they are favoring the secondary oocyte. It is favoring the secondary oocyte. Sperms have to struggle. 33% reservation. Law favors when a female goes and complains to the police station, this person is harassing. In general, this you have to accept. Males trouble females is a different thing. But suddenly one female stands and starts shouting, "Isne mere ko," in the public arcade. Because they assume कि female is speaking, she is speaking the truth, and male नालायक है, उसने मस्ती की. So law favors them, even the cilia also favor the ovum. They एक ओवम है उसको और एक उसको पुश करो यूटरस की तरफ, और बेचारे वो स्पर्म्स एक तो फाइट मार रहे हैं, कितना डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल करके आए 45 सेंटीमीटर 7 मीटर, उसके बाद 2 इंचेस ऑफ द यूटरस एंड देन दे एंटर हियर, तो उसमें भी वो देखते कि सीलिया भी उल्टा ही बीट कर रहे हैं. व्हाट अदर सेल्स आर देयर हियर? यस, जोर से हाँ, व्हाट डू दे डू? Secretory cells. There are secretory cells also. There are some ciliated cells and then there are secretory cells. For what secretory cells? For the everything is for the oocyte. Okay, oocyte. So that it provides nutrition to the oocyte. And in case of the fertilization takes place in the ampulla, the fertilized cell has to get some nutrition. So for that there are secretory cells. So 2 types of cells seen in the epithelium of the uterine tube. One are the ciliated cells and second are secretory cells. Highly folded, highly folded. I have drawn it incomplete. This from the lumen you see, the lumen is actually going inside the okay, and then there are ciliated cells. Then comes the slide of the uterus. Now that all depends on what state of the menstrual cycle it is. Then there are glands and then there are blood vessels. What are these blood vessels called as? Spiral arteries, Lilliefrine arteries. Then myometrium, what are the 3 layers? 3 layers of myometrium. Anybody? The myometrium is here. There are 3 layers in the myometrium. One is reticular layer, circular layer and longitudinal layer. I will draw for you. The longitudinal layer goes like this. So what is the function of the longitudinal layer? Expel the uterine contents. Longitudinal layer. Circular layer goes like this. What is its function? To retain the contents of the uterus. So in case of pregnancy, the circular layer becomes important. In case of delivery, the longitudinal layer becomes important. Other times, the third layer is important, which is the innermost layer, and that is the reticular layer. Reticular layer. So these are the blood vessels, and the reticular layer. Actually, the blood vessels are passing like this through the reticular layer. So when during the time of menstruation, it's the reticular layer, which is the innermost layer, which contracts, and all these arteries which are passing through the reticular layer, they constrict, and therefore this reticular layer, the innermost layer of the myometrium, is called as living ligatures of the uterus. Living ligatures of the uterus, the reticular. Okay, so they help in stoppage of the bleeding. What is similarity in case of the uterine and tonsils? Where the blood clot is removed, both the places blood clot is removed to arrest bleeding. These are 2 places in the body where blood clot is removed to arrest the bleeding. Why? Because blood clot prevents the contraction of these muscles through which the arteries are passing. and if that muscle is not able to contract, and then the blood vessels are also not able to constrict. Other places we want the blood clot, we never remove a blood clot. Blood clot is being formed, we are happy, bleeding is stopping. In case of tonsil and in case of uterus, the doctors you will see removing the blood clot if it is getting formed to stop the bleeding. Because once you remove the blood clot, the blood vessels constrict very nicely with the help of these muscles also. Okay. After this, there are two more slides in this, and that is a non-lactating mammary gland and a lactating mammary gland and placenta. How is placenta formed? What are the structures forming the placenta? Maternal side contributing, fetal side. Decidua basalis from the mother side and chorion frondosum from the fetal side. Decidua basalis from the mother side. What are the three types of decidua? Decidua capsularis, basalis, capsularis and parietalis. And what is two types of chorion frondosum and chorion lutein. So the chorion frondosum from the female or fetus side and the Decidua basalis from the maternal side. The slide of the placenta is very easy to identify. Actually, what do you mean by some villi you will see like this? Why the name Decidua? Because of the deciduous trees. So how I remember the slide of the placenta. Whenever you see because this villi are sectioned at various levels, right? Some villi you will see anchoring villi large and then other villi you will see like this. Okay, these are called as the floating villi. What is a primary villus, secondary villus and tertiary villus? They will ask you in the exam. You remember the formation of placenta? There is syncytiotropoblast, bars of syncytiotropoblast. Then what goes inside first? Cytotrophoblast goes in, then extraembryonic mesoderm goes in, and then the blood vessels go in. When the blood vessels go in, it is the tertiary. So extraembryonic mesoderm goes in primary, secondary, and cytotrophoblast goes in, it is primary. Okay. Now the lactating and non-lactating. In the non-lactating, mainly you will see the fibrous tissue, not the fibrous tissue, the fatty tissue. Connective tissue around, we hardly see any alveoli, and in case of a lactating mammary gland, we classically see multiple alveoli. We see multiple alveoli. It's very easy to differentiate this because only thing you may miss this slide rather. Because they can non-lactating. We avoid keeping this slide, but more of connective tissue, fatty tissue, and hardly any glandular tissue is seen. Okay, and multiple alveoli are seen in case of a lactating mammary gland. Simple cuboidal epithelium in case of this. Okay. And in case of non-lactating gland, these are just ducts, not even alveoli. Alveoli are not yet developed. Okay. So these are some accessory organs of reproduction which are also there.